Atmiya Yogamitras, welcome to the Yoga Katha series by Yogamitra. Thomas Edison had invented the first instrument to record the human voice, and he wanted to have a grand launch for it, and therefore he had invited the great scholar who was supposed to be a great scholar, Max Muller. And Max Muller had come for the launch, and he had spoken something. It was recorded on the instrument, and later in the afternoon Edison had played that instrument, and exactly whatever that Max Muller had spoken and was recorded was reproduced by the instrument without him speaking. And all the audience who had gathered there were surprised and they gave good applause. And then when Max Muller came there to speak, to address the audience, he asked, "In the morning I spoke something, and now the same voice is repeated by this instrument without me speaking again. Can anyone guess what it was?" Then people were scratching their head because it was neither German, nor Greek, nor Latin, not even English. Can you imagine? It was the first ever verse of the Rig Veda, which is in Sanskrit, not even Sanskritam. The Veda Bhasha is much older to the language of Sanskrit today. And speaking this, Max Muller said, "Do you know why did I speak the first verse of the Rig Veda, Agnimile Prohitam? Because there are many civilizations which were there in this world. But today, if there is one ancient most civilization which is even today existing, lively as it was thousands and thousands of years ago, it is the Vedic civilization which had its roots from Bharat, from India." And Rig Veda, from where he quoted the mantra, is the oldest of the literature ever available in the world history. We should be proud of that literature of our Bharat, the Sanatana Dharma, which is the oldest ever available literature, not just of India, not just of Hinduism, not just of the Sanatana Dharma, but of the entire world, my dear friends. And it is that same Rig Veda is where we see the reference for yoga as well. The concept of yoga, what today we are speaking about, the philosophy of yoga, even the practices of yoga, including pranayama and meditation, and all have been recorded there in the Rig Veda itself. The yogic concepts are very much prevalent there. And therefore, we see that Bhagavan Vishnu, when he took the incarnation, the first and foremost of the incarnation, which we consider as the Matsyavatara, the form of the fish, was taken to protect this Vedas, because it is based on the Vedas. I spoke in the beginning itself that the Brahma, the creator, created the entire Veda, entire Srishti based on the Vedic literature, the four Vedas. And therefore, Veda has to be protected so that yoga can be taken to the generations over generations. Therefore, when it happened in the beginning that there was an Asura, an evil force called Hayagriva. It is not the Hayagriva, the Devata, the Vishnu Swarupa that we are talking about. Hayagriva Asura, there was an Asura in the form of who had probably the horse form. Horse is considered to be a Rajasic animal. Even for forces, cosmic rays also, we say that there are Sarpa Kirana, Ashwa Kirana and Go Kirana. Ashwa Kirana being the kind of Rajasic rays of the sun. And therefore the Rajasic, Rakshasas are supposed to be Rajasic in their nature. And therefore there was a kind of an Asuric force called the Hayagrivasura, who went and took away, snatched away the four Vedas from the hands of Brahma, the creator, and he took them deep into the Pralaya Jala. And so Vishnu had taken the form of Matsyavatara, and he had to finish this Hayagrivasura and bring back those four Vedas and give back to Brahma, so that he continued to continue the creation as per the Vedic instructions given by the Supreme Lord. And therefore Vedas are foremost important text for the entire creation, for the entire Jagat, for the entire cosmos, for the entire universe. And it is yoga. If Veda is a text, the subject matter is yoga, and that is where we see that Vishnu took Matsyavatara to establish the Vedic philosophy of yoga. Thank you so much.